No, you should okay. So she didn't have it. Control the video. It's not the girls. So girls you should need it.
Kan program kan tra chodo na chulai chuanin voina kan program hi one day skill conclave ania skill development conclave ania chulai chuanin kan mi som te hi India lama mi chalang tak tak te hemi entrepreneurship lama mi chalang tak tak te nia chulai chuan zona kan zo du te le hriat pen tu kan nei te hala ya khanin e chana ko ma hriat tu kan hriat pen tu zo kan nei ang chi sang sang te ta tiang kha zo in thasung lo ila an swe tang kha lo chin che la e nge kan zo tu ti te kha kan swe ma sidua kan thu su tu ka tan bain e chuanin he program hi labor he program hi labor employment skills development and entrepreneurship government of Mizoram te na tong ho wa siam ania when a school lama zil lai te po non kala kan lo welcome ke lian chawa in college shop sang te po in kal ding kan sia chulai chuan in lom thu kan suya in mun che ta kai hong kal na te ti chuan in hemi program hi kan soi tong khanin thei to pang pang tang kai thei turin he tian kan ni som te hi soi tong khanin Asian na ko nga mi lo ting tak tak mi lo ting tak tak an ni rualin an an mani zara mi tak tak ina Asian na ko ngel ken tak nei to te an ni long to ni mi tak tak an lo pui to ko ga chung te ni wang chuanin abroad in thok do ni mo abroad in zem do ni mo hala yang khanin nge in ti le tur emi UG 3G in zo nu wa te nge in ti le tur ti ta kong zo wa khanin an pui to ni ngan chawa chula chon zo na in nei duang chi sang sang kha zo in thasung lo wala hriat pen tu in nei te ka tiang chi zong khanin hemi hun hi mang tang kai tu ni so ma sa ani e so, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Malso Mahavnar, Head of Department of Information and Technology and Coordinator for Industry Connect and Skills Development at ICFI University, Mizoram. I am representing Industry Connect and Skills Development in the absence of Dr. Ravi Gujala, Head of Industry Connect and Skills Development, ICFI Society. It is my privilege to address you on the occasions of this skill development conclave, which is a collaboration between ICFI University Mizoram and Labor Employment Skills Development and Entrepreneurship Government of Mizoram. This conclave has been organized in response to the valuable suggestions of the Honorable Governor during our University Convocations 2025. Inspired by this vision, we have taken a meaningful step toward strengthening skill development and industry readiness among our students. Our goal is very clear. We want to groom students from all departments of ICFI University Mizoram, equipping them not only with academic knowledge, but also with practical, industry-relevant skills. At the same time, this conclave is not limited to students alone. We aim to create a common platform that benefits faculty members, staff, financial institutions, government officials, and entrepreneurs. We believe that collaborations among all these members is essential for greater development and long-term impact. Over the past 7 months, ICFI University Mizoram have made significant progress in achieving this vision. We have actively strengthened our industry connections, especially with the Department of Information Technology and Department of Management, by initiating collaborations and signing a memorandum of understanding with leading organizations such as Oracle Academy, XLR, MongoDB, Zoho, EduNet Foundations, IIT Delhi Virtual Labs, ICT Academy, and Mizoram Police Cybercrime Unit, and many other technological organizations. We have established several memorandum of associations with various colleges and universities across Mizoram and its other states to foster mutual collaborations and support. with the shared objective and enhancing student development and promoting collective academic growth. These partnerships are not just names, they represent opportunities for our students to gain hands-on experience, develop technical and soft skills, and become truly industry ready. I sincerely thank all our partners, guests, and participants for being a part of this important initiative. Your presence and support will make this conclave a success. Thank you. Before we start with the discussion, I kindly request each those young ladies to read the profile of our speaker, Shri Pinaki Choudhury.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. The show must go on. Yes.
Brief profile of Shri Pinaki Choudhury, social entrepreneur and no CEO. Sri Pinaki is a versatile social entrepreneur with a global presence, leading projects across Siberia, Russia, Belarus, Turkey, Europe, China, and East Asia. Driven by resilience and a passion for innovation, he thrives on breaking boundaries and exploring new verticals. His expertise spanning finance with technology, heavy machinery, traffic governance, aviation, scientific farming, skill training, global trading, and international project finance, bringing multidisciplinary insights to create impact across industries. He has built a diverse track before the cloth industries. In textiles, he became the largest distributor of on-white dye in West Bengal, while in manufacturing, he has established Japanese necessities until the unit that successfully exported to Jericho in France. Extending his impact into education, he founded a single point education trust which owns and operates private schools in Rajawat, Kolkatta, reflecting his commitment to both enterprise and social development. He continues to drive impactful ventures across diverse domains. In 2018, he advanced social empowerment by founding the Widow Charitable Trust, followed in 2019 by the establishment of India's first charitable fashion incubator in Kolkata, supported by retail and online platforms. Most recently, since 2023, he has been developing an integrated online and offline vocational education facility aimed at bridging the urban-rural divide, providing for legal and online free training and business incubation support, underscoring its enduring commitment to innovation and sustainable empowerment. His profession commitments include leading as ex-president of the Indo-CIS Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Eastern Region, from during 2004 to 2009, and from 2010 to 2014, he co-chaired the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industries Joint Business Council for India and the Republic of Belarus. He also maintains a distinguished social footprint, joining esteemed institutions such as the Royal Kolkata Gold Club and the Kolkata Club Limited. Together, this role showcases his active engagement in both business leadership and prominent social circles. Thank you.
I'll let one or two lines where I said, uh, just look at this. And if you look at this, I have just two things which Sir is involved. And I can conclude straight away that whatever Sir touch, this quality is very high. That is the way we should operate. Go ahead. Any fun? I have this habit of can you stand up there? Now, Huaya, for those who don't know him, he is the driver for our register. Okay. Now he is not only a driver, he does course on electric. There's every Saturday he goes there and attends. That is that's why I call it. So, and we are very impressed with this availability. Availability, whenever I say that you want, whenever I say availability, when you are available, we can make use of it as instance. If you are not available, then it is done. Okay? Now, Now that I see my fingers coming inside the coconut, it's more and this is how we said, we have introduced her. Now, the next one for Yatish is the one. Okay, go on. Yes, let the introduction of the resource person take place first. Then we will give you maybe 10 minutes to speak your mind. Brief profile of Mr. K. On the theme. Mr. K. Yatish Rajawat is an entrepreneur who was at the intersection of design, policy, and business. He has started newspapers, digital media companies, and think tanks. His non-profit work focuses on sustainability and economic growth from all perspectives, including its long-term impact on countries, organizations, and citizens. He is the founder and CEO of Center for Innovation in Public Policy, which collaborates closely with the Union and state governments to enhance livelihood and sustainability options and create new policy ideas and sustainable projects for the thriving India. He is also the founding partner of the 100 Billion Jobs Foundation, a national initiative alongside several influential change makers and leaders in India aiming to help realize the creation of 100 million sustainable jobs in India over the coming decade. He was the CEO at CCS, which is one of the top 100 think tanks in the world. He was responsible for the overall functioning of the think tank, including research, operations, finance, academy, and fundraising. He has launched new initiatives and contributed to the work on agricultural policy, which won him awards and continues to write on policy, economics, and technology. In his last journalism role, he was the editor-in-chief of DNA, a newspaper that ran across multiple states and cities. Prior to this, he served as the Chief Strategy Officer for Local Circles, which is the most prominent digital citizen engagement platform in India and was part of the founding. He was the group managing editor of Daily Bhaskar in 2009, the largest newspaper group in India where he launched Business Bhaskar, which is the first Hindi business newspaper. He then had the editorial function for the Daily Bhaskar group, multiple newsrooms in three Indian languages and English that spread across 65 major cities in the world. He has an active interest in sustainable architecture and net zero buildings and has been actively involved in designing and building them. He works with all levels of stakeholders, government, industry, and society to build sustainable policy for the public good. Thank you. So can you share let's get started with hand that is provided and now John, this is a profile for Major.Dr. Các thì quan trọng là mong mỏi thì cũng như là các đồng chí and now they for the team is the team that we can pay drive we are able to one business to allow people to produce all the aspect of company also deal with that in it's only basket fund on the month. If you see a full construction should be cut of which the foundation cut should cut was made back of the product of one sea water for the radio so all the something in la and open up with sounds of big to me like the to go on or in the way around there. Can't be fun to all the way. Going to the basket in that remember. And get them. Mungkin akan itu so kondisi lampian aduh ni anta Sana Pichuan half made the Hachituna Generation so one on the one how we only want that. So I'm some type of the person going to get up. So this one is for you. Kindly stand up and give you a big hand.
I will be reading a brief profile of Major.Dr. Gulshan Sharma, retired. Major.Dr. Gulshan Sharma is the Director General, Chamber for Service Industry (CSI) India. He is also a global service economy strategist, the founder of India's finishing school movement, institution builder, tourism, educational pioneer, and international speaker. He is one of India's pioneering thinkers in service economy development, tourism education, youth capability building, and global skill ecosystems. With over 4 decades of impactful work across academia, industry, and government collaboration. He is the founder of India's first finishing school movement in Center of Excellence movement, launched in 1994 in Chandigarh, introducing structured model on personal development, communication empowerment, leadership moving, and employability enhancement for youth, bridging the gap between education and industry. He played a key role in establishing the Indian Institute of Tourism and Travel Management in Korea in 1990 and pioneered the MBA tourism program in collaboration with UGC, later adopted by many major universities across India. He also conceptualized initiatives for National Institute for Hospitality and Culinary Sciences and Armed Forces Personnel in Bangalore, creating professional career pathways for enhanced abilities. He has contributed to national policy including inputs for the 12 champion sectors of the service industry and a 2019 MSME roadmap focusing on entrepreneurship, skill ecosystems, and youth empowerment. Currently, he is leading global initiatives such as Indo-Japan Center for Research, Skills, Wellness and Investment, and developing MyHealthTrip.com, a platform for wellness tourism, medical tourism, and healthy living ecosystems. During his interaction with students, faculty members, and stakeholders at Iqbal University, Mizoram, we will share insights on future opportunities in service industries, tourism potential of the Northeast region, global career pathways, and global youth innovations in building sustainable economic ecosystems. Thank you.
10 minutes will be given to HR to speak your mind. And we are aware what is the key. And we are very clear. Okay? And I'm going to make a measure to stand one more time. I want to say, in fact, the theme for today comes from this brain. So he deserves to. So starting from, so here, 10 minutes, speak your mind on the theme that we have been given. And after that, the question from Anil will keep coming to you. Maybe. Okay, from the floor. From the floor. That's how we are going to get it. And another is that will be here in the department of ministry. So we're about time, which I
Rotak, Rotak,
so
Rotak.
that we can be comfortable. Okay. Today is a day where fertile minds can really come up for all of us. And I'll be very happy if all of us keep notes. Doesn't we take notes. If we always take notes, that means the beauty of that. And I think before I give time to Sir Pinaki or Choudhury for their 10 minutes, I thought I see Dr. Joseph somewhere at the back. Dr. Joseph is there. Oh, sir. Yes, sir. No, 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 sir. Kindly come for I need you. Others may not need you, Captain, but I need you. Dr. Joseph is the founder, principal of Sensitive Peace High School. And so you need to yes. So I have to call him because he is a very active member of our academic council. And we couldn't afford to have members sitting at the back. Okay? I think we just closed Dr. somewhere 3 months ago on ours. Thank you, and sir, your time.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Midona. I'm very happy to be here. What I see is a lot of dreamers. I see all your faces, I see dreams, I see dreamers. And I'm a dreamer too. So, our topic is on skill, but I want to talk first about dreams, your own aspirations. So, I want to know amongst you, how many of you like music? Can I have some hands? How many of you like music? Can you sing? No. Okay, good. Got it. So, you are like me. I love music. In my office, 24/7, there's music all the time. But I get scared when I sing myself. So, music is my passion. So, there's a difference between passion and profession. Okay? So, I love dreamers because dream is what differentiates between us as human being and the animal kingdom. An animal in India and the same species in Africa, they would have the same behavior pattern. It's only as human beings we can think differentially, we have an intelligence, we have a consciousness, and we can dream. And if we dream small, that's my fault. We should dream big. The bigger we dream, the bigger is our aspirations. So, dreamers, I see a lot of faces here. That's what I was observing from now. I love the faces. I love the dream in all of you. And now, dreams has to match your aspirations. So, as I said, I love music. I used to be a sitar player. I used to be a poet. I used to be a novelist. And my parents used to say, "Oh my God, this boy is never going to earn any money." I broke my hands, so sitar went off, and of course I had to start working. So my passion is in music, my passion is in writing, and I converted my passion by bringing it into my profession. So in my business, search showing those magazines, search showing those presentations, they're all made by me, converting my passion into my bringing it into my profession. So skilling, first and foremost, cannot be enforced upon you. Skilling cannot be something that your parents want for you or your teachers want for you. The skilling, whatever skill set you develop, has to be connected to your passion. So when we talk of passion, like you have a passion for music, somebody may have passion for cooking, somebody for photography, somebody for football. Our vice chancellor, sir, he's an avid football player. So that's his passion, right? So your skill set has to match your passion. If your skill set is forced upon you, you are made to become a nurse because healthcare, Japan is looking for healthcare. But your heart is not into nursing, you will never be a great nurse. So, first, follow your passion. I started my business life from when I was 16-year-old. I got registered with the tea board, bought tea, sold it to exporters, then exported tea to Russia, went over to Russia, exported batteries, industrial automations, leather goods, coffee, tea, became the youngest distributor of Bombay dyeing in Eastern India at the age of 19. So I used to go to Bombay dyeing head office. Everybody was 45, 50-year-old. And after 6 o'clock, they used to throw me out of the room because then the bar used to open. And I was underage, so they used to throw me out of. So I've traveled across Eastern India for Bombay dyeing, and that was my passion for apparel. That's when I picked it up there. I went off to Siberia at minus 45 degrees. I learned underground mining, open cast mining. I am English, and I understand accounting, I understand finance, I understand underground mining, I understand civil construction, I understand fashion. Those are skills I picked up because I avidly followed them through my passion. And about skilling, skill set is not something that you will develop or you get learned. It is something inside you. So when you learn a skill set, it has to collide with your passion, with your dream, and every 6, 7 months you must reinvent yourself, re-energize yourself. So maybe you are a great musician, as some of you raised your hands, but you cannot sing. So that would be your passion. Don't try to make something in which you are not very good your profession. So there has to be a professional gap, a differentiation, and a passion, right? And whatever skill set you pick up, you have to think about your community because Mizoram has so much of potential. They've got such lovely people out here. So look at your community. Many of you are from villages, many of you are from towns, and Skilling should mean that the community should become stronger. If skilling means that you are looking for jobs outside Mizoram, then it becomes a migration program. It empties the villages, it empties the districts. And wherever you migrate, you are an immigrant, you're not a local. Here, it's your land, you're a local here. So if you develop skill sets that match with your passion and your community strength, I'll give a simple example. Like let's talk about a, a dairy farm, a cow herder. So he's got cows, he's making milk, and he's getting very paltry amount for that. Why can't that milk become cheese? Why can it not become yogurt? Why can't we have dairy clusters in Mizoram? Similarly, why can't we have food processing instead of just growing fruits and vegetables and selling them? Why can't they become fruit juice? Why can't they become pulp? Why can't they become ice creams? Why can't they become candies? Look at all of yourself. Just look at what you guys are wearing. Look at all the things you're eating. Look at your spectacles. Look at your shoes. Why are they not made in it? That is passion. And that is a skill set. So, skill set not necessarily means you have to become the next Elon Musk. You have to become the next Bill Gates. Skill set is also where you are comfortable and you contribute within your society. There's so much of bamboo in Mizoram. There's so much of supari, betel nut in Mizoram. Why aren't you trading in them? Why are outsiders coming into Mizoram, buying your assets and selling it? Why aren't you doing it? So, skill set is not necessarily only what you are taught, but also what you are motivated about. Marketing is a very specific skill set. Food processing, dairy, farming, and all those skill sets are now available. And it's not expensive. And the government has come up with great possibilities that they will help you learn. They'll help you fund. They'll give you the startup funds. So don't get daunted into lofty ideas which are utopian, thinking of creating the next app and becoming the next Apple. That might happen. I'm not saying that might not happen. But where is your heart? Your passion must follow your heart. And Mizoram is a land of opportunity. It's such a disciplined state. I keep on traveling everywhere. There's no honking. And that's unheard in India. If in India you don't honk, you don't have a driving license. You're right? So there's no honking. There's so much of discipline. So creativity is very much inside you. So I'm very happy to be part of the skill conclave. All I'm saying, my motto is never say never. Sir said, never say never again. That would be James Bond. But I wouldn't go that far. I would stick to never say never. Learn, skill, upskill, reinvent yourselves, do things within your community, help your community so that Mizoram becomes a model in the future and people can say it all started in it. That's my giveaway to all of you. I'm open to your resources. I would love to help all of you individually, but the main punchline here will be create clusters, skill yourself, develop clusters, become entrepreneurs, and change Mizoram. Thank you so much.
Interesting. Looking for desktop knowledge-based jobs, which is every job now. That means all of you who are looking for jobs based on your degree or commerce, which is based on you knowing something and applying something. Yes? Please understand this paradigm. All that you know and all that you have learned in any institution, in any academic gathering, it is also being learned by a machine much rapidly and much faster. Granted, just go and if you pay the scenario, you have done your PPA, you pass out, and you apply for a job in a private enterprise. The first job that will be given to you as an intern or as a first year student or first year trainee, be a training job which would involve some amount of research and some amount of market understanding. Market, I'm sure some of you would have learned that in your BBA become courses by the time passing. But remember that, and some of you are already using AI for submitting your project. Often you can actually use AI. There's one who are using AI. So you are aware that it is helping to all your subjects and your schedule for the subjects. And so that it would be far more prepared. So all information that exists on the internet also exist in artificial intelligence. So anything that can be written, audio is existed in the air. So what is that four important skills that are very important and will remain very important for the rest of your working life. The first is creativity. The machines can do deep dive learning. That means they can think vertically. The machines find it difficult to go horizontally or laterally. Most creative thinking comes out of lateral thinking. And this is a skill that you have to learn how to think laterally. How do you learn creativity? Creativity is not about form. In the sense that creativity is not about just music, dance, or sculpture, or painting. That's a form of creativity. That's not creativity, that's not the only form of creative thinking. You can be very creative in your own projects. You can be very creative in planning your life. You can be very creative in starting your venture. You can be very creative in encapsulating something that other people have not been able to do. And each one of you are blessed. You know why you're blessed? You are uniquely blessed. Each one of you. Because each one of you has your not easily copied by and you and I work individually and create a form of communication. Still an idea that you are communicating with someone. Music is also a form of communicating your skill or your talent. Then uses music and then want people and he's contemplating possibly creating a new form, a new opera or a new symphony, or he's interpreting an existing form of any of the musician. But something is happening while he's orchestrating the collaboration among multiple people. That's a skill. That's a creative skill. Most CEOs who are successful as entrepreneurs are basically conductors of orchestra. They are students. They are the one who orchestrate noise and makes money. And there is nothing wrong in making money. There is nothing wrong. We have to understand that entrepreneurs are there not to build jobs, they are also there to build wealth for everybody they employ. Too much of it is just might be wrong, but I see some school girls sleeping. So creativity and communication are interlinked. These two skills are interlinked. Nothing for boys to girls. That is your first group for learning the skill of collaboration. And it is a very important skill. Great ideas, great enterprises have come together just because two or three people have collaborated, communicated ideas with each other, and creatively built that idea into them. So, your friend sitting next in your life now and will continue to be the most important person of your life for the foreseeable future. And if you and your friend learn the skill of collaboration to create something, fine for parties and going out and all that something, but there is the skill and something. So what can you create? Gulshan gave a sample of Goodwill Festival market. All of you are there. Can you create a food season? In our university, all of you can collaborate, create a festival. Let the beginning of an enterprise of a festival maker start from the university. Doesn't need all of you. It needs few of you. Maybe it needs five of you. Maybe it needs 10 of you. But you have to collaborate to create something as part of your life now. Because without creativity, communication, and collaboration, you will not succeed in a private enterprise. These skills are the most highly valued skill by any entrepreneur who will come to hire you. He will not look at just your knowledge skills. He assumes that they are necessary and you have them. So you are all equal at that. These are the three skills that they look at you and say that, oh, this guy thinks he's great at something. He succeeded in collaborating with his friends and his peers. He has collaborated with somebody senior to him, somebody older to him. That's an enormous thing. See, one of the things that I was not taught when I did my MBA, is how do you collaborate with a person who is far more capable and far more successful than you. This is the this is the skill which involves two elements. Building a relationship with somebody who is older than you, successful than you, and also somebody you admire. You want to love them. How do you build a relationship with somebody who might give you a job or who might actually help create your enterprise? He could be a venture capitalist, he could be an existing entrepreneur in some other country or some other city. How to build a relationship? Building relationship with people beyond your peer group is the most important skill that you will have to build for the rest of your life. To start now, you might succeed better. I will give you a small guru mantra. We call a guru mantra in our life. And this guru mantra was given to me by our current Prime Minister. He said, when you go to meet somebody, or you're meeting somebody who is bigger than you, who is more successful than you, how do you build a relationship with that? You need somebody, you have to ask and take something from people better. So you need something to meet, tomorrow you meet Banana, okay? Or you meet Nanda, or you meet Ajit. And first, yeah, you need to go. That's you. That's how I'm really feeling. Okay? Now, you want to settle in the future and see from their life what is it that they suppose brand would be or should find and needs to go down Singapore and all you want to work in so we product managers in the marketing company. How will you build a relationship with the regular? You have to put yourself into the well and see what people that well need is coming to this is coming to what is teaching, what is Facebook, what is what will help and what can I do to help. There are people I know who would present difficult well and NP strategy or I don't know why don't you not so something uh, because finally and rapidly in Islam versus other knowledge. This is not the kind of thing. You will remember that there was this boy who came up to me with an expansion strategy from Europe. He came up in you have now learned the art of you have now learned the art of shrinking from the other person's point. And as you build this over a period of life, and when you give birth, you build a bridge. Don't think of take birth. Think of take birth. All relationships are built on that. There are, I mean, classical examples of this life. CEOs have got to their job by giving and giving continuously to the so these are the four skills that I think are important where you learn and grow, understand, and build. I don't know how the institution will work, enable that, but it is not the institution itself. Your life is your life. Your professional life is also yours. And this is another aspect that you have to do. It is not your parents' responsibility to get your job. It is not your parents' responsibility to fund your education. It is not the institution's responsibility to ensure you get the job. It's yours. The moment you realize that I have to do it, these are the things I have to do. I have to build an enterprise, however small, however little, before I cannot do institution, because I have been told that enterprise to the institution or company that I have hired, what will bring them out of you? You become building. And building is building. Remember, anytime you build something, you will be surprised by the fact that your mind and body has been stretched to build the smallest enterprise. Learn the tools of the day. There are already companies which are being built, $1 billion companies which are being built with a team of 8 to 4 people. And the government also said something very interesting. Wow, I've seen it on the road, the behavior of the people on the road is remarkable. Because I travel the world, I travel this country, almost every district in this country. I have also done a newspaper, or I have visited, or I have a training center. I have visited almost every district, barring maybe say most district. But the behavior of the society, the patient, the fact that you have a strong community bond, the fact that you respect other people, even strangers on the road, or even strangers, it is an important personal aspect. But the culture has one another important aspect, which is very important for you from a professional life or skill point of view, which you must recognize and tell and all. Because you have the great capacity to recognize the community, work with the community, you need to also build your cultural assets as future benefits. I will give you one example. You know that French cooking is fried the world over. Everybody wants in Europe, everybody wants to learn cooking. You want to learn about, you want to train as a chef, you French cooking. So, how many restaurants do you have in Hyderabad which serve purely Mizo? Any answers? Any names? Without like, which is the best vegan brand there? I don't know what the- So, now, number eight, recognize the value of Mizo cooking and created a Mizo software that created a software in another city. Second, because those Mizo data is a cultural software. Because the state cultural excellence in beginning, he is a product manager and he created in the place, yes, and in Delhi. Okay, so he's become three cities. Now, it's 25,000 in planet. He has taken the cultural set and he's introduced it to Delhi. He has also introduced it to Japan, Thailand, so now this will be feeding not just in local oil, it will also be creating a supply chain backwards into the all condiment and all the drugs will come to buy will not to build those skills. These are examples of improving product marketing, cultural assets. Branding them, reinventing them, and creating enterprises out of that. So fusion is what we have to. There will be other assets without require more work. So there is a startup in Gujarat called Pinaki. And he will be here. What have they done? They have taken pizza, which is basically an alloy, and has been used traditionally in cooking is not a gap. They have taken that utensil of pickle and they have renamed it to say as a brand, as a D2C brand, and they have become a 100 crore company. In the start of the so many people, utensils used to be used by my grandparents, and now they have become so a cultural asset can be prioritized into a D2C brand, creates wealth, creates jobs, makes you entrepreneur, makes you business. I'm telling you this example because I want you to see from the strength and knowledge that you already have and how can you capture that strength, knowledge, and value into an enterprise and build a business. So there could be also one of the learning issues you can do is that you can learn about how cultural enterprises in India are being created into digital to consumers. Okay? And this could be a small brand, this could be a 10 crore brand, it could be a 100 crore brand, totally a 1,000 crore brand. We have a back which is basically what culture is. Actually, we are so it finds these little ideas and sees them, learns them. So, you can think that's a in a creative line of thinking about creative enterprises beyond just creating digital, uh, what is already being created. I'm just referring to check what all the say. Um, yeah. Another important part that I wanted to leave here. Container skills, I think, is very important for any entrepreneur or anybody who wants to. And remember, this thing, entrepreneurship and job are not two different things. Okay? You are entering into a world where you not have to because the lifetime of skills are going down. So if you can change the next, right? My parents had a 50 years career. It is a 22 years career. But today it is going to be short and change very rapidly because the industry that you need to work in and the research is going to change very rapidly over the next 10 to 15 years. Which is your career and what the so you must always because you have to create your to sustain lifestyle. You can't do one job and a small side hustle or competition. It is already become the norm. You go to Silicon Valley, you see and people practice there, all the husband wives will be working. Plus, they will have a small occupation of the it might be some small shop, might own it, they might buy it, running it. I call it basically the 2.5 hour job business. This is what you will get from the next people. You will also not take it, but to live in this challenge that we have to work 2.5 hours for the next 15, 20 years. And I don't think it's very because job always be one job, whether it is automation or a fight or it is one that will directly feed and support your mind. Your second job will be something that you're building so that when the first job collapses, you are ready to do the second job. You may be paid partly for it, or it will be small payment, or it might be an entrepreneurial venture which you will be doing as a side hustle. And half a job is something that you are learning on the job somewhere. Because learning may or may not happen from any structure. It will only happen if you go and work somewhere. And you have to go and work somewhere mostly just to learn that. And then maybe acquire the skill, there is a business of another job. So this is going to have a quandary, conundrum that you are going to be faced with in your life. It's already there in the Western society and economy. You need to be prepared and there that I have to look at my life where I am not will not going to get government on time. But government is actually reducing its time over the last 20 years. Government are actually increasing and declining. And even private sector jobs are changing as well because of that economy. So that's what I have this update on. Some of them are different ones. We have that understand. Why I have to explore with this idea and these words is because certain level from frameworks. See how we can learn to fit into this framework. Don't be limited by ISOL or Mizuno. It is very important for you to think logically independent. In the sense that you should be able and capable of doing the job anywhere in the world. Don't be limited by the strength that my mother is there, my father is there, my family is there, my friends are there. Therefore, I have to work there. Go where the work is. Because why are clothes? Why are clothes happen? There is a Nobel Prize winning economist called Professor Raman, AUMA. He said most jobs happen in a geometrical space of 30 to 50 kilometers. 30 to 50 kilometers. They don't happen over thousands of kilometers. But people die. So why do people die? Because they refuse to move out from that 30 to 50 kilometer radius. So there is a genetic predisposition of us which prevents us from us moving out from our own comfortable, comfortable zone. You have to consciously challenge that. You have to consciously look at your decision and say that no, I will go out and work. My first job I will be out. So I learn and I grow. I may not have 110 rupees from here. I have to learn the world. Go in the most difficult cities and difficult places. Try to learn the maximum that you can in your first 20s and 30s. That was that genetic predisposition to comfort. So, thank you very much for listening to me. The traffic is the famous. So I'm going to ask her to Major to speak now. And as I asked him, I want him to speak to us first in generous language. Does it work? We will change the scenario a little bit. Yes. And if you want to yes, no. Yes. something still there. Uh, we will request everyone to take notes. Okay, I stated and I said it. The best part of our deliberation so far is that our resource persons are speaking from their heart. Okay? And like I said in the beginning, Sir is going to help a student place in Japan. That is why we need him more. Thank you. And Yatish is going to help to connect with the party.
Yes, yes, yes.
Good. They all are it. That's the way we do it. Now, so before you speak, uh, uh, Dr. Joseph, how is the going so far? Good. So, sir.
Okay. One mic I need for the audience also. I don't want a passive kind of a lecture. No, not that way. My students will participate. They will also be the part of it. And every question you answer correctly, you get 500 rupees cash. Okay. Every question. Clap for yourself. Come on. Come on. I don't want passive things. They got to be an active. So one helper from my side will just take the mic and give it to the audience. Okay. Shivasana Tyota Tako, Shivasana Taito de Shivaso, Konnichiwa, Watashiwa, Shibai. Everybody got to say Shibai. Yeah? Yes. I do not want passive listening where you just listen to me. I want active participation of everybody. You heard so much since morning. Everybody is talking. You didn't have an opportunity to talk all together so far. And now I'm going to give you one of the skills. Okay. Somebody got to tell me which is the most important skill in the world to get any job. Raise your hand. And first preference to be given to the ladies. Okay? First preference. Male member, you wait for a while. Give to the lady. Give to the lady. Give to the lady. Some lady. Which is the most important skill in the world? Somebody. Yeah. Sure. Communication skill. Come to the front. Come here. Come here. The chancellor, 500 rupees. Give her. Give her. Let her. Let her have from you. She'll feel better. Big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, big hand. Big hand for her. And this has not come from Pakistan. It's an original note. Okay. This evening you must enjoy it. Tell your name to public. What course you are doing here? Great. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, you keep getting the lectures from everybody. The most important skill in the world to be successful, to get any job anywhere is your communication skill. If you talk well, if you walk well, if you impress people, if you tell them who you are, the main problem we have got, we we just keep quiet. We don't talk. We don't communicate. And I have not understood till date when I'm walking this planet at the 72 years of age. In school, we say, keep quiet, don't talk. Who is talking? The moment we finish school, they say, you have come for the job, please talk. Say something. Tell something about yourself. What a gap. What a gap. So thereby, we all have to speak. Okay, I'm going to say something, you'll repeat after me. And you'll be committing a sin if you don't speak louder. Okay? Everybody, ready? Okay. Start saying, today is my day. This is not Ikfai Mizoram. Come on. Today is my day. This is my day. This is my year. I am the best. I have a right to be successful in this world. I'm the best. I'm happy. You're saying I'm happy, but on face there is no happiness. How you can be happy? First you look happy. Laughter. Okay, we say nobody talks, and all the time silence. No. I want you to shout once with me. Oh, come on. Shout louder. Oh, clap for yourself. Come on, clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. You have been passive listeners so far. I want to be making you active participants. Okay? Now, say, today is my day. I'm the best. I have a right to be happy in every moment. Shake hand with your neighbors and say, we have a right to be happy. I'm going to shake with the chancellor. Okay? You have a right to be happy. Come on. And just shout once. Oh, come on. Yes. You know, in Japan, when they have to teach language to you, are you feeling better? Your vocal cords have got opened up. They were dry. When you shout, when you talk, when you laugh, when you communicate, you're going to get a good job. Most important skill in the world is communication skill. Remember that. Curiosity. Okay, people talked about creativity, but before creativity, you should have curiosity. You should be curious to learn something, to acquire something new, which you have not got. When I joined Indian Army, I still remember 1973. I wanted to retire as a journal from the army. I got 13 bullets in 2 operations in my body, 8 months in the hospital, all the time lying on the bed. And I was telling, looking at one wall, God, why with me? And God told me, why not you? Why not you? Why somebody else? And thereafter, I did my master's, I did my PhD, I cleared UPSC, I went on deputation to Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, worked for 10 years, learned what exactly is there, made optimum use of every day. I availed, traveled to 190 countries without spending single rupee. That should be, you should take as many scholarships, as many ideas, wherever you can get it. Have you heard about ICSSR? ICSSR. Have you heard? Apply. Send your biodata. Put your LinkedIn account very nice. Make your LinkedIn account very nice. The corporate always watches you from the LinkedIn profile of yours. ICSSR gives scholarships. They give short-term scholarship, long-term scholarship. I enjoyed 47 scholarships from them. 47. And those countries, when I went, I was a humble student because every time I learned, okay, embassies and high commissions, because you are now in ICFI, and I have gone to ICFI Jaipur, I have gone to ICFI, Dimapur, I've gone to a couple of places and I've seen students are so vibrant. You are smart, you're good looking, you're impressive, you're dressed up very well. The only thing is you don't communicate. You don't communicate. I'm coming to Mizoram after 23 years. I was here in 2002 and 2003. And I always say, please communicate, please talk, talk in your own language, talk to friends, but you must open up your vocal cords. When you will talk, the world will come to know who you are. You wouldn't have come to me, you wouldn't have known me, you wouldn't have understood who I am unless I communicate with you. If you want to grab a job and your vice chancellor is so dynamic and your vice chancellor is taking so much of efforts to put in a perspective, and I can vouch for it, if you all cooperate, if you all work hard in the right direction, now you're not to work hard, you have to work smart. You got to work smart. 24 hours internet is available. It's up to you. You want to waste your time or you want to make optimum utilize of that particular gadget. And mobile phone can change your world. Mobile phone can change your destiny. Mobile phone can change your future. It can link you anywhere in the world. It all depends on you how best and how optimum use you make of. Stop saying, my parents are poor, my parents can't afford, I can't do this, it is not possible, I'm in the village, how it can happen? Sorry, the technology has changed the entire thing. It doesn't make a difference you're sitting in Delhi or you're sitting in Aizawl. It doesn't make a difference. The difference is how 24 hours you're making best use of. That is something very important. The world is looking forward to when we talk about demographic dividend. This demographic dividend to India is not going to help if you people don't upskill yourself, if you don't open up. And there is something very interesting. Somebody used a word passion. You remember? Somebody used a passion. There is a word called talent also. There's something which you are God gifted, which you have not learned anywhere, but it is natural way with you. That is your talent, your passion, your talent. And I'm not going to talk about one skill. One skill is not going to get over. Something the previous speaker spoke about, if you remember, he told that you're going to have lots of jobs. And World Economic Forum, I had been going for last 17 years to Davos. And every time they talk about 7 to 8 careers you'll be changing in one life in the coming times. What you are learning today will become obsolete tomorrow. It will become obsolescent. It's not going to be useful to you. You got to see, but you got to acquire, you got to move up, you got to learn something new. Make sure every day you learn something new. Every day you learn. At this age, I spend 17 to 18 hours on artificial intelligence every day. I'm learning new tool. And when the previous speaker talked about Claude, wonderful tool of AI. If you work on Gemini, if you work on ChatGPT, and there's another tool, Perplexity. Make use of that. Perplexity also gives you so much. Every day I am acquiring new tools and I'm learning. The only skill which you have to take with you is, and that I have got a problem with the software developers also. They do technical work very nice, but they don't communicate. They don't talk. Whatever course you are doing over here in this university, if you want to make your career, if you want to bring proud to this university, work in the direction where you communicate whatever you are doing. There's so much which can be done. I'm going to request the Chancellor as well as the Vice Chancellor Sahab over here. You should have 2 rooms dedicated in this university. We should build up 2 labs. One should be on personality enhancement, which you call development. We'll use the term enhancement because many people say personality development is a small thing. But your etiquette, your manner, your gesture, your body language, your dress sense, all that is so important. And I know me, so young boys and girls, I have dealt so much with all of you. I had a group of 500 students to whom we had groomed at that point of time. They all are abroad in different countries. I was telling Chancellor Sahab, they're in Dubai, they're in Abu Dhabi, they're in Sharjah, they're in Oman, they're in Kuwait, they're in Canada, they're in London, they're in Seoul. They are all mesos. 500 mesos, those had gone at that point of time. The time is yours now. It is a time for you now. Kindly make your career, irrespective what subject you are studying over here. And second lab, we should develop over here, should be the communication to connecting lab. Who is the highest paid motivator in the world? Anybody knows the name? Anybody knows you get 500 rupees? Who is the highest paid motivational speaker in the world today? Anybody in the audience? Okay, it is Anthony Robbins. Tony Robbins for 1 day lecture, 1 day program. I was his student in Singapore recently. He doesn't do a program where there are less than 10,000 audience. He doesn't do. He charges 32 lakh equivalent to Indian rupee for 1 day. So whenever you are working in any company and you say, I am not better paid, I am not maximum paid, my salary is very poor. Who is highest paid in your company? They must be contributing to the company more than your passion, more than your talent, more than your skill. Upskill yourself as much as you can. And even if you enjoy, let's see, because a lot of music is there, a lot of entertainment is there, why not to bring in? I will help you to get in this university Center of Excellence for Media Entertainment Industry. I can help you because I have got deep rooted contacts in the government in Delhi. I will get the Sector Skill Council. Let's have media, entertainment, center of excellence. Enjoy music. Somebody made a mention, I think one of the speaker, when he talked about in my office, in all the places, 24 hours music. Music. Music is a therapy. Like you go to spa and you give a therapy to your body. You must understand in the hospitals, in the health sector, they play a particular kind of a music to what? To cure certain diseases of people after operation, after surgery, and other things. This all I am experiencing world over. I do not know in Mizoram. I was telling the Honorable Governor also before he left, there are 302 varieties of herbal plants in Mizoram. I do not know how much research is being done, how much work is being done. Ministry of Ayush should be very keen to pay the money. And these herbal plants are required in Ayurveda and wherever we are promoting world over. In Tejpur in Assam, we got almost about 6,000-acre land for cultivation to Patanjali. You should plan, you should think of whatever resources you have got in Mizoram, how you can be linked up with something. Now coming on Southeast Asia, all the countries when I'm talking about, okay, Myanmar, little bit of, the military disturbance and all that we will not talk about. We move little up from, this Myanmar to Cambodia. Cambodia, again, not very rich country. You will not be much paid over there. Moving little up, if I have got Thailand, altogether a different culture. Singapore. Singapore is a capital of service industry. I go to Singapore University, I go to Lee Kuan Institute over there. You will be surprised to know there is something known as customer care, there's something known as customer service, there's something known as customer happiness. Singapore is working on customer delight, that what customer has not even thought of, that service you give, it's amazing. The customer, Singapore is doing so well in that. Move little up, so many countries, when I'm going to Bahrain, when I'm going to Philippines, all this area of Southeast Asia, it gels with our Northeast so well. Wonders can be done by you people, and you can move in. Now move little up, go to Seoul, that is your South Korea. You have got wonderful jobs coming up over there also. Japan, whenever I travel, in your lifetime, if you don't visit Japan once, it means you have missed something in this life. Right from 80 nautical miles or 80 kilometers away from the border of Russia, there is a province called Sapporo. Sapporo, Hokkaido, Kobe, Kyoto, Fukuoka, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Tokyo, Yokohama, all these places they are looking forward to. And India and Japan, they gel with each other very well. You would say, how? India is known for wellness, and Japan is known for highest age people in that country. If you go to Japan, 103, 104, 105, 106-year-old people also. And they call this something known as ikigai. Now, you must plan your career. Today's skill, this particular workshop which your university has organized, it should be shaking you up. It should be making you think something different about yourself, and you should plan what kind of a journey I should have. My graduation, my post graduation, my higher studies should not be only for getting a degree. Nobody will, with due respect, nobody will look only at degree. They will say what skill you have got, what can you contribute to our company, to our organization. And if you do well for them, you get rewarded, you move up in the ladder. I'm heading at present Chamber for Service Industry in India. There are three areas in the economy of India. One is agriculture, second is manufacturing, third is services. World over, if you look after, services sector has got maximum contribution not only to India's economy. There are certain countries those are depending exclusively on service industry. Without services, nothing can happen. Your tourism is there, your airlines is there, your hotel industry is there. At the same time, you have got media entertainment, radio, television, theater, music, films. Then IT industry is there, ITES industry is there. Environmental sciences also coming in services now. When you talk about green hospital, your health sector, your wellness sector, your medical tourism services, all these are services. So services is something where basically you make customer feel that you care for the customer. You value the customer. You think from others' point of view, not from your perspective. Those of us have got time, go through Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India has identified 12 champion sectors of service industry. They are listed over there and they have dedicated 5,000 crore for this. Your research, your innovation, your studies, your internship. Okay, embassies and high commission are telling, please try and find out. There are certain countries where you get scholarship to go there. Get in touch with French embassy, your US embassy, Switzerland embassy. Switzerland embassy helps you. Okay, education. Some of us those want to become teacher. You want to become educator. Then you should look for Finland. Finland has got a beautiful education ecosystem, and I have gone 3, 4 times over there to learn new pedagogies. You should be curious to learn. Curiosity is again very important if you want to be successful in life. There's so much we can discuss. We are developing a wellness portal now for the globe, like you have got MakeMyTrip.com in India. We are developing a portal, and almost 9 countries are with me. We are working MyHealthTrip.com. It will be coming in next 6 months to you, and it will give you. There are 3,800 wellness resorts in India. Of course, Kerala is doing very well in that, but you got to understand there are so many other resorts which are for naturopathy, which are for spas, which are for Ayurveda, which are for holistic treatment. People are not interested to go undergo surgery anymore. They say, don't do anything invasive in my body if you can bring wellness to me. And that is by different therapies. People would be very, very keen about it. So think global, always walk global, try and move. You may come back to Mizoram again, doesn't make a difference. Because after a few years, even if you want to come back, you should. But you must get vision. Think big, grow big, move big. If you talk big, if you think big, you grow big, you see how your dreams can be strategically channelized to the different countries. World is facing lots of problem. Europe population is aging. They don't have. Canada is facing a lot of difficulty. Half the Canada, if you go to Canada, you'll be surprised. Punjabis are more than original Canadians in Canada. Anywhere you go in Canada, you'll find all the places, it's a Punjab. I think 75% Punjab has gone to Canada only. So that is the way, what I'm telling you is, world is changing, world needs you, but you got to work on your passion, on your talent, on your skill, get the multi-skilling, and that is called competencies. Combination of skills is competencies. Work onto that, nobody can stop you. Future is yours. You people are very fortunate. You have come in this age and now you have grown up. You have got internet. Internet has changed the whole world. It has changed the whole world. So move up, take care of, and go out sometime of Mizoram, see where the world is, how the world is. If you don't like, you can come back, there is no problem. But you must explore. That is the vision I would like to share with all of you. and I will leave finally where I'll say Ahayo gozaimasu. Everybody to say in Japanese with me, Ahayo gozaimasu. Ahayo gozaimasu. Nobody knows tomorrow what you will become. Somebody will be landing in Tokyo. Somebody will be in Seoul. Somebody will be in Singapore. Somebody will be in Australia. You got to dream, 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 and let's move ahead. Thank you very much. Pleasure to have all of you.
Question from the audience. Is there any question from the audience side?
You must ask. Don't sit passive. You must ask. Children, you must ask. Okay. Any good question coming? I'll give you five questions.
Yes.
And if it is a poor question, you give me five.
For everyone for giving this beautiful lecture, motivation and inspiring us. And my question is to Major.Dr. Mr. Sharma. Uh, the most important question. So the question, apart from communication skills, what other sector-specific skills should miso aspirants focus on if they are planning to work abroad, especially in Southeast Asia? What kind of skills should they work on and develop more, other than communication?
I don't want to dishearten you. I'm not interested about French, German, Italian anymore. The thing is, learn one of the language of the Southeast Asia or for Japan or for Korea if you can pick up. Because one language will do you a good and it will do wonders for you. It will be very nice. But with communication, work on your personality first. As I mentioned to you, see, people say, have you heard of Rajawat? Physical temperature is basically his body, his aura, his personality that creates such an environment people get impressed. So, personality also, your etiquette, your manner, your gesture, your body language, your costume, and everything is very impressive to me.
What specific trends, specific sector where they should be working on?
See, if you want to go abroad, depends from country to country because every country has a shortage of certain skilled people which they need. You cannot have one skill which can be taken for all the countries. That's not I try to plan on that and work on that. I think everybody gets 500 rupees, but for something.
Any other question? Okay, can you pass my
The more you ask questions, because that is a participation. Not be a one, you know.
Respected dignitaries,
I'd like to ask a question. My question is, how can foreign language training centers in Idol enhance employability for Mizo youth globally?
I don't know that any scheme for foreign language training specifically. He said, particularly for Japanese, they are offering a foreign language training in which they are providing training themselves or they're giving you marketing knowledge, training the education there in teach. Japan website in India and they have another, they will give you all the details. Second is which gives the detail is an organization of Japan called JETS Pro. JETHRO. This is an organization that basically works on the Indo-Japan corridor. Uh, Basically, companies in Japan who are looking to work in India or collaborate in India. So JETRO also has a querying system, and you can ask them that question for the benefit of your colleagues also. Uh, there is another institution of the Japan of which is in Japanese. Uh, it is part of the industry of Japan. So these are the three different sources that are for surgery. Access to have courage to ask question. Come and take 500 rupees from the lady. Come, 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 come.
Okay. The works on tourism, agriculture, fashion, food, music, and digital business.
Okay. If you start for tourism, I will tell you about ecotourism, agritourism. I will support you. I will help you. I will guide you. And I will bring you all together. Okay. But you ask something for tourism or a passion for tourism, will give you 500 rupees.
We'll be competing with the first session. The next session will start after lunch. It will be based on 100 fitness. So, kita akan melakukan itu. Music labels. Relaxing music.